What is going on, everybody? It is Jackson from JD Baseball Show and Dinger Dudes. And today I have a very special interview with Banana Ball umpire Vincent Chapman. You may know him as the dancing umpire, seeing him across TVs everywhere. Mr. Chapman, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do this, especially in the middle of a tour. How's your day going?
Doing great, Jackson. Thanks for having me on, man. Yeah, super busy, but it's been a blast. This season's probably been the best season I've had with Banana Ball, and yeah, just in the swing of things, we're got about 3 months left.
That's great to hear. So you currently just finished up in St. Louis, is that correct?
Yeah, we did, man. We had 2 games in St. Louis. Wow. People told me that was baseball heaven, that people love baseball there. And I'd never been to the stadium I've been there once, but that was our rain out. And I went to a game and there was only like probably 6 or 7 thousand fans there. But man, this weekend, both sold out games. It's electric. They're not lying. Those fans know how to party.
It's great to hear that you love St. Louis because me personally, I'm a St. Louis Cardinals fan, and everybody else on the podcast happens to be an Atlanta Braves fan, and they give me a lot of hate for being a Cardinals fan. They're like, "You haven't won a World Series in forever," and I'm like, "How many do you have?" That's the only really defense I can give at this point. And I'm
Yeah,
a
yeah.
big Bananas fan, so it's truly I'm very grateful to have you on. So I do want to ask you my first question. I know you probably get this a lot, but for those who don't know, I personally don't know myself. How did you first get into umpiring, just umpiring in general?
I started in high school. My sophomore year of high school, played baseball, but those guys out there were making extra money, making cash money, no checks, just no taxes, and I was like, man, I could use the extra money. So that's where I started, just doing 10-year-old baseball. 10U baseball was my first game ever. Uh, Enjoyed it and continued doing it. Just started doing travel ball more on the weekends, especially after I graduated. I'd go travel Northeast Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and do travel ball games. And then eventually I went to the high school level and umpired high school as well.
That's great to hear because I actually want to ask you this question. Did you ever think umpiring would lead to you obviously dancing with an organization or a team such as the Savannah Bananas?
No, when I started dancing on the field, uh, some people loved it, some people didn't like it because umpires aren't supposed to show any attention to themselves. We're
Mhm.
supposed to be unseen, and if you're unseen, you had a great game. So, no, not in a million years. When the Bananas reached out to me, asking if I still danced and still umpired, I was shocked. Um, so the answer to that is no. I never dreamed that I would be on the platform I am today, traveling the world, seeing different cities, different states that I've never been to, selling out major league stadiums, selling out NFL stadiums, selling out college football stadiums. Never in my wildest dreams.
Well, I'm glad the Savannah Bananas called you because you are truly an amazing sight to see when people go to banana ball games. Me personally, I haven't been to one myself, even though I'm currently located in Georgia. So hope to make it down to Grayson Stadium at one point, hopefully, within the next year or two. But I do want to ask you this. As an umpire, you're also an entertainer as well. What is harder? How do you stay focused? Because obviously you have to call a game, but also have to entertain the fans as well.
Yeah, so obviously calling balls and strikes is harder than dancing. Um, it's taken me a few years to get used to it. To be honest, my first year umpiring and dancing, it was tough. There's some pitches that I called strikes. Definitely wasn't strikes, and
Mhm.
I still mess up every now and then. I mean, I still miss pitches. It's going to happen. Umpires are not perfect. It's if we were, then everybody would do it. Um, but yeah, so it I basically have a timing now. Obviously, banana ball's fast paced. We don't have
Mhm.
time to and wait for the next pitch. The pitcher gets it, it can come right back to you. So, I just make sure that I'm in my slot position, which is the shoulder of the catcher on the batter side. Make sure I have a good view of the plate. And when I'm dancing, I just stop whenever the pitcher starts his motion and get down set in my position. So, um, I've gotten really good at it. I think that after time, after you do it so long, I've done over 150 ball games for the
Wow.
Bananas. When you do it that much, and I'm normally home plate umpire, so in any other division, college, high school, MLB, you may have a plate game every third or fourth game, maybe every fifth game, not every game. So I get a lot of pitches I get to see every night.
Now, I understand umpiring has a lot to go into it. 2 years ago, I did umpiring, home plate umpiring for my local youth baseball team. I couldn't imagine dancing. I'm not a dancer. I have two left feet. I'm not a dancer. I couldn't imagine doing what you do. So it's truly an art and a skill of what you do. Now, I do want to ask you because you said a lot goes into umpiring, especially on the entertaining side, and then calling balls and strikes. For people who don't know, can you walk us through a game day prep of the life of Vincent Chapman as a banana ball umpire?
Yeah, we have to be at the field at 12 to 12:30. We have to be there super early. We have meetings. The players have rehearsals. They also have their batting practice, all their practices and stuff. So, a day on a day game or the day of a game, it's a long day. You're looking at 10 to 12 hours each day. Um, Obviously, the game isn't scripted, so it's not a predetermined winner. There's no, you're gonna get a hit, you're gonna walk, we're gonna strike you out here. It's scripted if it happens.
Mhm.
So basically, if they go through the rehearsals, this is the celebration we're going to do if someone hits a home run. It don't matter who it is. Everybody has to know what they're doing. If somebody gets hit by a pitch, don't matter who it is. If somebody gets hit by a pitch during this game, this is what we're going to do. So it's scripted if it happens. The only thing that is scripted in game is our dances.
Mhm.
So I will know what I'm doing as far as my dance the day of the game. The players, they find out on about Tuesday. They start rehearsing, whether it be in Savannah or when they get to the stadium. They start rehearsing a few days prior to the game. So as far as my stuff, I've only done 3 or 4 choreographed dances where they said, "Hey, we want you to do this, learn this." Most of the time, mine's just off the cuff. Listen to the music,
Mhm.
just going with the beat. Um, I'm not a great choreographed dancer. I wish I was. I wish I was more like Maceo, the first base dancing coach.
Mhm.
That guy's phenomenal. He's actually on America's Got Talent right now. He got four yeses at his first time, and then he moved on the second round. So I wish I was more like Maceo because he's awesome.
I saw the audition. I truly loved it too. I never knew that much, like, I guess rehearsal went into these dances. I always thought they were just, as you said, like off the cuff, off the dome. I never knew that. So it's great to hear that perspective from an umpire who's, experienced it in banana ball. Now, I do want to ask you this. You interact with fans every single day, every single tour. Has there ever been like a wild fan moment or like a crazy fan moment that kind of stuck out to you throughout your tour or through the past couple of years you've done Banana Ball?
Probably. I mean, one of the ones that stick out to me is I had a fan walk up and he had my picture on his shirt. Like that was pretty cool moment for me. This is like the second year I umpired with him, and I was like, man, that's really neat that somebody took the time to have my face. That they like me enough to put my face on their shirt. Um, I've signed some crazy things. Not gonna lie, I've signed purses and Crocs and other things. So that kind of stands out as well. Um, but the fans in banana ball, it's not like other sports. I've never had a game where the Bananas lost because they do lose. They lose a lot,
Hmm.
especially this year. They have a losing record right now. I've never had any fans come to me and say, "Man, that was terrible. I had a horrible time because the Bananas lost." What we bring is energy and joy to the fans, whether it's during the game or before the game or after the game. And that's what sets us apart from other leagues is we're there for the fans. They're paying a ticket price to see us, but we're actually there to see them. So we every idea that the Bananas come up with is for the fans in mind. So it may be a trending thing on TikTok, maybe something trending on social media. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking to do because people
Hmm.
know that's what's going on. So
It's great to hear that side of it because in a lot of professional sports there's always fans or people who go up to players or messages afterwards. So it's truly great to hear a lighter side to sports, especially baseball, because I know how hectic like fans of like MLB teams can get. I know people, like lose it a little bit. So it's great to hear an optimistic side, especially with Banana Ball. I do want to ask you this because you said a lot more, again, a lot more goes into Banana Ball umpiring, and I know you guys are very big into content creation. That's honestly like my dream and passion. That's honestly what I want to do. It's what I go to school for. And I want to ask you, what is the everyday prep going into content creation? How do you like differentiate yourself from, I guess, other content creators who are looking to do, I guess, a similar thing?
Well, I'm kind of unique because I am the only dancing umpire.
Mhm.
Um, so my stuff's unique. I can do a POV of myself. But my thing would be if someone's wanting to start out, be yourself. Don't try to be anyone else.
Mhm.
Focus on what you're good at and do that. If your niche is music, then do music. If your niche is sports broadcasting, then do that. Don't try to be something that you're not. Um, I enjoy making people happy. I enjoy
Mhm.
making people smile, and it brings me joy when I can do that to someone else. So my videos are a lot of time are just goofy, funny, something trending, a trending sound or a silly dance. That's what I want to do. I just want to bring joy to people's lives. We have so much darkness in this world. I just want to be a positive light just for the people that see me and say, man, you know what? Vincent's always happy. That's what I want to be remembered by is the guy that was always polite, always happy, and always treated people the way that he wanted to be treated.
We are a light, sir. And me and my girlfriend love watching your videos. She's not a big sports fan, but you personally and the whole Banana Ball crew brought her into liking the game of baseball. It wasn't me, it was you guys. So I thank y'all for that. I've been really trying to get her into baseball or sports, but
Sure.
it's truly great to hear that side of content creation. And speaking of content creation of yourself, I mean, have any players or coaches tried to outdance you during a game, or was there somebody who came close to you? Because I know you have a lot of dancing skills.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people don't give Vava, the Party Animals coach,
Mm-hmm.
the head coach for the Party Animals, Vava, Mike Vivacis. They don't give him enough credit because his walk up songs when he does take a bat, it's incredible. He's such a great human being. He's jacked. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Hmm.
Vava. He's
Yeah.
jacked. He's a huge guy. He's buff. His muscles are bigger than my head. But man, he can tap dance like nobody's business. He can tap dance. He can dance like he's he's not talked about enough, in my opinion. But these players can dance. I mean, these guys can actually dance. KJ Jackson, one of the fan favorites. All the ladies love him. He can dance. Um, you got Maceo, of course, that's the best dancer in the organization, hands down, not even close to second place anywhere. Um, but you have a lot of guys that can dance. And they wasn't dancers before they started with bananas. Like these
Hmm.
guys are actual ball players that learned how to dance and learned how to lip sync, like do things other than just play baseball. And that's what's I'm getting off subject a little bit, but I want to say this: our organization is fans first. Like I said, they hire people that are fans first. Their egos can't be bigger than their willingness to be a fan favorite, if that makes sense. Um, what those guys do on and off the field are amazing. So when they hire these guys, it's not just because they can hit bombs or or athletic ability is just out of this world. It's because they have that, but they also have the personality and the heart to give back to the fans. So there's been guys that they've hired and they fired because they didn't have it. You know what I mean? They could play out of this world, but they didn't have that. That well, you have to have it in you. Either you love people or you don't. You can't fake it. You can fake for a certain amount of time, and then people catch on to you and like, dude, you're fake. If you're fake, they're gonna know it, and you won't be part of the organization.
It's great to hear that perspective because banana ball is all about like the personality. You have to be personable. You have to have the whole package. And I didn't realize that a lot of the players didn't know how to dance prior because I know Noah Niznik. He's when I interviewed him with somebody else earlier on this year, he told me that he learned a lot of choreography from his girlfriend and from his wife. So my girlfriend loves to dance. She's tried teaching me. I'm not athletic by any means. I mean, I
Yeah.
played baseball in high school, but after that, it just wasn't the same. Again, as I
Well,
said, two left feet.
I'll tell you
So,
this. Well, I told you I'm not a great choreographed dance. Like to learn a choreographed dance is tough for me. But Maceo did teach me get out of your head, and if you have a good memory, it's all it takes is memory.
mm,
So if she's breaking it down step by step, you do one step. Learn that first. Whoa, it's going. Is it time to go to sleep?
no, no.
Learn those first steps first, and then learn the next piece, and then piece them together.
Mhm.
So, man, honestly, I think anybody can learn how to dance. It just takes a little effort, and also you got to get out of your mind. You can't think. You can't think and do. Just like in baseball, if you're thinking about striking out, more than likely you're going to strike out. So, I'm not. I don't know. I've never seen you dance, but you say you have two left feet. But I promise you, some of them guys had two left feet when they came in, and now they're pretty good
Mhm.
dancers.
It's great to hear the optimism because that's the issue with me, especially when it comes to dancing. It's the optimism side of it. I really gotta if it's a step by step program, just take it step by step, and I guess
Absolutely.
that's what everybody's truly got to focus on. Now, I have two more questions for you, if
Yeah.
that is okay.
Sure.
So I mean, obviously you've come in with a lot of interactions with celebrities and other MLB players. Do you have like favorite guest memories that you've had throughout your Banana Ball World Tour?
Man, this is a hard one because there's so many great people I've met. Jelly Roll comes to mind. Jelly Roll is
Hmm.
he's one of my favorite artists on my playlist on Spotify on the planes. It's Jelly Roll, Teddy Swims, Brantley Gilbert. So meeting Jelly Roll was pretty special. But I met Brantley Gilbert. He's a stand-up guy. I got to meet John Cena, heck of a person. I just met Adam Wainwright, Wayno, this past
Oh
weekend,
yeah.
and he is just an amazing person. Like humble, doesn't have to be. Like he's a millionaire. He played
Hmm.
18 seasons with St. Louis. He doesn't have to be humble. But him and his wife were so awesome and talked to me and come to find out we have a mutual friend. And, it just, it's pretty cool to have people that don't have to be humble, don't have to speak to us, do it. And I've met so many. I mean, Will Clark, heck of a guy. He's rough around the edges, but a great guy. I could go on and on, man. So I would say the one that sticks out the most is definitely Jelly Roll. Got to meet him backstage, talked to him for about 45 minutes. Just what he does, he had a lifestyle back in the day, changed his life around. Now he mentors these people that's in prison and letting them know that you can change your life too, and that's huge. That's huge because a lot of people give up on the negative people, the people that's made bad choices, they give up on them, don't think about them anymore. And he doesn't. He remembers where he came from.
Made all these positive connections. This is what I love doing. I've done many, many interviews and I love hearing different perspectives from different players and making connections and shaking hands and truly like getting a different side of a different story to every single player, coach, or even umpire that I've ever interviewed. So it's great to hear that. And my final question for you, if your umpiring career ended tomorrow with the Bananas or just umpiring career in general, what's the final dance move and final song you would go out with a bang?
The song would be Booty Work, and I would twerk like nobody's business. I would twerk it till my wheels fell off. If that was my last time to do it. Hopefully that didn't happen. Hopefully I have a long,
Mhm.
long career ahead of me. I'm 42 years old. Obviously, I know I can't do this for forever, but I do know this. There's never been an umpire in a wheelchair full time, and I have the perfect song if that ever happened.
What would that
They see me rolling,
be?
they hate it. So I got it. I got it figured out. I have a backup plan if Jesse called the banana say, "Hey Vince,
Mhm.
we love you, but you can't go any. You're getting a little too old. You can't move like you used to. Just put me in a wheelchair, baby. I can roll all night long."
It's great to hear you have that positive side. And I love the song. I love the song. Yeah, and I truly love the song choice. But Mr. Chapman, thank you so much for taking time out of your day out of the Banana Ball World Tour to do this interview. This will be up around like 6 p.m. I'll give some time for people to tune in, and I hope you have an amazing day. I hope we can reconnect sometime in the future. And I hope to maybe meet you one day at a banana ball game. We'll
I
see what
think
happens.
I think it'll happen, brother.
I
Jackson, thanks
hope
for having me on, man. Appreciate what you do. Keep doing it. Work on those dance moves. Make your girlfriend happy. Okay.
100%. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
great day, brother.
You too.